Hi, this is James from Tabletop Gaming Guild, and we're going to take a look at the expansion for Ankh Gods of Egypt Tomb of Wonders. Ankh Gods of Egypt is a 1 to 5 player game published by CMON, and this game is designed by Eric Lang. Now, a couple notes. The only way that you're generally going to get this is going to be one of 3 different ways. You back the Kickstarter, or you get it on the secondary market, or I believe there's a chance that you can pick it up at different conventions that CMON will be at, maybe even CMON Expo. Not sure. So this review is going to basically show you what comes with this. Then we're going to come back and I'm going to give you my final thoughts. But my final thoughts are also going to include whether this is actually worth it to pick up on the secondary market. So let's go down to the table here. I'll show you what comes with this, and we'll come back and I'll give you my final thoughts. Okay, so we're going to take a look at Ankh Gods of Egypt Tomb of Wonders. Again, this is a Kickstarter exclusive, so the only way you're really going to get it is if you back the Kickstarter or potentially buy it on the secondary market, or if CMON sells it at a convention. So in this, now this is a mess because I didn't bother putting everything back in, but you're going to get cool plastic counters. Now most of this is just upgrades for the different components in the game. So here's your temples, and here's your monuments. Get all those, and here's your little turn tracker pieces. And there's the cities. Here's your water pieces. And I forget what these ones are called, but they're cool too. They're also a component in there. More pieces. I believe this one's for the Pharaoh expansion. This is going to be your resolution markers for the areas that have the combat. Let's go ahead and clean some of this junk out of here. Not junk, it's really nice stuff. You can check your pyramids. Now you'll notice, like in your temples, your pyramids, and your monuments all have these little slots for your Ankh token. And these slots are meant to be able to fit which they do, the plastic Ankh tokens, which is also a Kickstarter exclusive, comes with a Divine Offering box. Not this one. Bases. But the bases this is going to be probably the only reason why you may want to think about getting this, is because this comes with a couple more guardians. So it comes with these guardians here. And these guardians, the only way you're going to get them is, well, as far as I know, with getting this box set. And there's a good bit of them in here too. I didn't count them out, but I'll count them in a second here. And these, I think the game has a lot of replayability because of how many guardians are in it. And you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, it looks like 14 guardians that you're going to get with this. You also get, I believe, 2 new gods with this one, which everyone wants Sobek. So you get Sobek with it, and you get Toph. So I don't know how to pronounce these things properly, so sorry for that. So you're going to get your 2 player boards for these, and you'll get your merge god things. They included this. No clue why they did. I'm not going to even bother punching it out, because if you back the Kickstarter, you would have got the Divine Offering one, and they have plastic tokens to replace these. So no idea. But if you do buy this separately, you'll get the little tokens. I guess that might be why, because someone buys it on the secondary market. You get a nice thick devotion track instead of the plain sheet one that comes with the game, and you're going to get a nice thick cardboard action and turn track. You get a lot of miniatures with this too. These are the different guardians that you're going to get. There's a lot of them. And generally, it's not always the case, but generally you're going to have 3 guardians available for players for the smaller guardians and 2 for the larger. But that's not always the case. I don't know. It probably has to do with how powerful they are or whatnot. But yeah, you either generally get 3 or 2 of these guys with each of the guardians. And of course you're going to have, now this one here, the Pharaoh game wouldn't come with these, but so they're added with this, so you'll get the miniatures for the Pharaoh expansion in here. And this is not a miniature for it, this is just a basic miniature. So those come with it. So your god will have both of those, and they'll integrate with the rest of Ankh perfectly. And here's the two gods, and the just insane detail on these guys, just insane. Oh, so much detail. I am probably definitely not going to. This is the plinth, or the little stand that you can put for when the gods merge, which is pretty cool. So you can have both players' rings on it, so you know who's who on that. This is a single guardian, and this guy is like insane. I am terrified to paint this miniature. That will probably be one of the last ones I do. The base game has a super awesome god that has so much detail that I'll also be terrified to paint. But paint I will, because these will, no matter what, these are going to look awesome with more color. And I'm going to take my time because I don't want to lose any detail for these. And yeah, some guardians have, there's just one guardian. Like I said, I don't know how this one had two, but this one has one. I don't know how they calculated that out to balance it out, but that's that. I'm not going to bother putting all this back in. Like I said, I'm probably not going to keep this box. Or no, I'm going to probably keep the box. I'm probably not going to keep this plastic thing that comes with. These form-fitting things I don't like them. But that's all you're going to get with it. We're going to go head back up to the table here, and I'll give you my final thoughts on this Tomb of Wonders box. Okay, so I love Ankh. So, of course, I love this. I love the upgraded components in it. They're awesome. I love two new gods in it. I love the two new gods. And I love all the new guardians that you get in this one. It adds a ton of replayability to the game. Now, a couple things. This doesn't change anything with the base game of Ankh. So, if you didn't get this, and you have the base game of Ankh, and you're happy with the base game of Ankh, no reason to get it. If you love Ankh and you play it a lot, and you want more content, this starts to become worth it. Not only do you get all the upgraded components for the game, with the exception of the boards and the upgraded Ankh tokens came with the Divine Offerings expansion. But you get the pyramids, and I showed you you get the temples and such in here. I think what really makes, and you can actually someone will probably make those on Etsy, so you could probably pick those up from there. But the thing that makes this one potentially you may want to pick it up is because of the two gods that come in it and all the guardians that you get in there. Adds a significant amount of replayability to the game. So I guess this one would be more like, how much does it cost? So how much will this cost you to pick up? If you can get it for a reasonable price and you love Ankh and you want more replayability and you like to have all these cool things in there, then by all means, this is definitely a great thing to enhance your base game with. Otherwise, I don't know. I mean, it just depends. I personally probably wouldn't pay a ton of money for this on the secondary market through eBay or whatnot, just because it doesn't really change anything. It's just more content. I mean, I do love it, so I guess there's a threshold there somewhere, but that's basically it. There's not a whole lot to say on this because, as far as I understand, it's not coming out retail. This should be all just Kickstarter exclusive stuff. And I don't know how much they would sell it at CMON Expo or one of the conventions. If they sell us for MSRP, whatever that is, I would pick it up. So that's my thoughts on this expansion. Thank you for watching.